all of that, man. Pace and Plays podcast, another YouTube live, NCAA picks and predictions. Elite Eight, man. Elite Eight. Hey, the 4 games left. Then we got 2. Then we got 1, bro. So let's enjoy it. 20-7. Arkansas got their ass beat. I took them on the spread. Houston blew it, but you know how it goes, bro. Yesterday was UConn, and that's the one that I was saying that I did place. I love that one, even though they kind of almost blew it. But like, I think they was just kind of like slacking off the end. But I mean, with all that being said, though, Elite Eight. We got a game coming up in an hour. I'm gonna make this real quick, maybe under 10 minutes. Call it a day. It's probably under that, honestly. But we got Iowa versus Illinois. I'm seeing Illinois now is about 6.5. Let me check my other book, cause let me see. See, I'm seeing 6.5, but I saw 7.5 like about an hour ago. So these lines are bound to change. If it's 7.5 plus 7.5, give me Iowa. When I said plus, that was kind of obvious. So give me Iowa plus 7.5. I mean, it's a Big Ten matchup, bro. These teams are familiar with each other. Illinois did do pretty good. Okay, so I'm seeing 6.5 on most books now. So Iowa, feisty team, but there is the concern because it's like, listen, how all game against Nebraska, you didn't, and this is the crazy thing about college, you didn't have the lead until the very last couple minutes of the game. So you kind of wonder how that margin going to be when they're down and like how much they're going to be down by. So I still like Illinois, and it's just rare to be on a 17-0 run coming off the half. Like, that's something you don't normally see. And I mean, I guess that happened, bro, because Houston can't score, but Iowa can actually score a little bit. So give me Iowa to cover. I do think Illinois wins the game, but yeah, I'm still going with Iowa with the points. Next game, you got the Purdue versus Arizona game. Arizona Wildcats, 5.5-point favorites. Give me Arizona win and cover. I mean, they proved me wrong against Arkansas. They never made that game close. Never made it close. Like, they were up by, like, what, 13 points in the half, and then they dropped a Hunter Burger on them. It was never close. So I'm going Arizona, 5.5 against Purdue. If I'm not mistaken, Arizona played Texas the same this year. And if I'm not mistaken, and Texas they almost beat Purdue. So you tell me Arizona has that same capability of blowing out Purdue, and Purdue struggled against Texas. I'm going with Arizona minus 5.5. If I would play it, I will lay with Arizona Wildcats. And I'm going to cover the last 2. I'm not going to break it up. We got Michigan. Yeah, we got Michigan and Tennessee. I believe that's the game, and then you got UConn. We'll talk about that. But I got Michigan to win the cover, but I don't like the total. I don't like the spread, right? I will look at the total, or if you don't like the full side total, look at a Michigan team total over 77.5 points. I think they score about 80 points. I mean, if the tempo is somewhat high with Tennessee, like how Alabama had to push Michigan, I can see that happening. And the thing about Michigan, if you're going to take Michigan on the spread, you don't know which half is that this team going to show up. Because the first half against Alabama, they slack. They let Alabama shoot all these threes, which they are very vulnerable to the three. We've seen it. They were just letting them jack up threes, and, second half, they changed all of that. But, like I said, it's going to be kind of difficult. I mean, Tennessee does have a solid defense, but they can score. If Gillespie scores like he's been doing, they got a McDonald's All-American who's been pretty solid. So if those guys get going, then you're on treading waters. But to avoid all of that, just take Michigan team total over 77.5. And I mean, if Tennessee scores and tries to keep it competitive, it goes over to 146.5, if I'm not mistaken, right? And lastly, I'm going to talk about this one, man. This is, if you checked into my last live, I've already had something going on with UConn. UConn playing Duke. Duke is 5.5-point favorites. Give me UConn to win in the cover. This Duke team, hey, listen, this Duke team, it has been the most luckiest team. You can't tell me they don't get foul calls in certain times and all of that, bro. But, like, I said it, if St. John's was to shoot the three, in which they did shoot the three pretty well, then this game was close. It says that St. John's did cover. They didn't win, but they did cover the spread. So give me UConn to win and cover. It's another similar Big East team that's used to defense. I mean, Alex Carabin has been balling. So if he steps it up, those other guards have been playing solid. But my thing about UConn is this: if they're up big, they need to keep it at a maintained level, bro, because they were up by 20 points against Michigan State. Uh, Larry Frules. Well, what up to you, bro? What up? Appreciate you. So, I mean, UConn slacks when they're up, but like they need to maintain that, bro, because Duke is very. Listen, we seen Duke come back from Siena, which we know that's the talent level is not there, but they were down against TCU. They were down against St. John's. So you're down between those three teams. UConn, I believe, is maybe more equal to St. John's, but they've been better than the other opponents that Duke has been playing. So I think UConn wins this game outright, plus 5.5 also. So I took both money line and the spread. And I mean, I got a future on this UConn team to win it all, plus 2,300 entering the Sweet 16. So I think this is a pretty solid deal. You can still get for plus 1,900. I just think Dan Hurley has already been proven to be one of the better coaches in the whole college basketball in this new era. I mean, the only guy since Billy Donovan to go back-to-back. So you got to salute to that. And one thing about UConn, if they dominate the paint, whether it's rebounding, boxing out, scoring inside, that's what makes this UConn team good. That's how you're able to shoot threes. This is when you got Carabin doing heat checks and it goes in. So I am all in on UConn in this game. Could I be very fucking wrong? Absolutely, bro. Listen, people only clown you when you lose, but like, listen, bro, we've been 20-7 all this tournament. You can check all my previous YouTube lives. We've been talking about these games. So I mean, come on, man. It's there. It's already here. It's recorded. But that concludes my Elite 8 picks and predictions, man. Make a little quick YouTube live. And then when it gets to the Final Four, we'll talk about the two games. And we'll talk about the night game the day of, all right? You guys, I hope you guys cast your bets, man. Enjoy the games, man. I hope you guys be safe out here. And let's get this money.